Okay, so we've all felt it, right? That core problem in modern work, context loss. But let me throw a question at you, one that kind of changes everything. If someone just handed you all the context you needed for a project, would you just automatically know what to write?
You know, the answer is surprisingly no, you wouldn't. Just imagine for a second I hand you this massive folder with every single relevant email, every Slack message, every document, every meeting note. That's it, right? That's complete context? And it sounds amazing at first, but then you realize you're staring at 200 pages of raw information and you've got to write a 3-paragraph update in the next 15 minutes. All of a sudden, it's not amazing. It's completely overwhelming.
And that right there, that's the absolute heart of the issue. Just having the raw information isn't the solution. The real problem isn't just finding the context, it's synthesizing it. It's making sense of it all. What you really need is curated context, the right bits of information organized in a way that actually helps you think, not just, remember a bunch of facts.
So the huge shift we need to make isn't about getting better at searching for things. It's about going from searching to actually knowing. And that's the crucial difference, isn't it? It's the difference between just having facts and truly having understanding. It's that leap from finding a pile of documents to actually seeing how they all connect, from drowning in raw information to using smart, curated intelligence.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how does a shift like that even happen? What's the mechanics? Well, it's all about a simple architecture that's powered by some really sophisticated intelligence. The whole idea is a system that just connects to the tools you're already using, your email, chat, all those platforms. From there, it starts to learn. It learns the communication patterns, who the key stakeholders are, the whole organizational context, and then, the best part, it delivers only the relevant, curated details right to you. So this way, you start with the context you need, not a mountain of clutter, because the intelligence is actually brought to you.
Let's use a real-world example to make this stick. Imagine you have to write to a stakeholder about a project delay. Okay, so finding context means you can pull up the email chain about the delay. Simple enough. But knowing context, that's a whole different ballgame. That means you understand that this specific stakeholder cares way more about risk mitigation and timelines, that they want to hear solutions along with bad news, and that they're under a ton of pressure about budget overruns. You see, you don't just need the facts, you need to understand how to position those facts. It's moving from here's what happened to here's what this means for you right now.
And let's be honest, a normal search bar just can't give you that. This one quote just nails the difference perfectly. Search gives you documents, intelligence gives you understanding. And at the end of the day, it's that understanding that really moves work forward. So when work stalls, it's not because people can't write. Of course not. They're smart. They're perfectly capable. It stalls because they can't see the full picture. They're flying blind.
Writing without context, it's literally like trying to navigate a huge city with no map, no GPS, and no memory of where you've already been. You might get there eventually, but you're going to waste a ton of time just wandering around, and you'll probably make a whole bunch of wrong turns. And in business, those wrong turns mean sending messages that don't land, or worse, rehashing decisions that were already made weeks ago.
Remote work has made this dramatically worse. We all used to absorb so much context just by being around each other. That quick hallway conversation, overhearing a phone call. But when everyone went remote, all of that just disappeared. Now, we all talk about Zoom fatigue, but what if that's not really it? What's really happening is context recovery fatigue. We are spending this enormous amount of energy in every single meeting just reconstructing a shared reality that should have been preserved automatically. We're tired from manually rebuilding the context, not from the video calls themselves.
And we really have to ask, who gets hurt the most by this loss of context? Well, it's the people who can't be in every single room. It's the parents who have to leave at 5 p.m. sharp for childcare. It's the people working in different time zones. It's anyone with caregiving responsibilities. It's employees with disabilities who might not be able to make it to every in-person gathering. When all the important context lives in those hallway conversations or late-night Slack threads, whole groups of really talented people get systematically left behind.
So here's the crucial point, and it's a big one. This isn't just about a dip in productivity. This is an equity problem, plain and simple. Systems that are context-aware, they completely level the playing field. It means everyone gets the same access to the company's institutional knowledge, and it doesn't matter when, where, or how they work.
But wait a minute, I can hear you thinking, don't companies already have AI tools for this? We've got Microsoft Copilot, we've got ChatGPT Enterprise, so how is this any different? And you know what? That's a fantastic question. Because while those tools are incredibly valuable, they're actually designed to solve very different problems.
So think about it. Microsoft Copilot is very document-focused. It's amazing at helping you work within an application like Word or Excel, but it isn't designed to understand context across all your different systems. Then there's ChatGPT. It's unbelievably powerful for generating content, but it has zero persistent institutional memory. Every single conversation starts fresh. And of course, traditional search, well, it fails at a really basic level. You can't search for what you don't know exists. The whole goal of a context-aware system is to solve the one problem none of these were built for: to preserve and surface your organization's context across every system and build a real, persistent institutional memory.
And all of this brings us to the ultimate takeaway. The future of productivity isn't about finding information faster. It's about understanding context deeper. That right there, that's the shift that changes absolutely everything. Moving from tools that just help us search to intelligence that helps us truly, deeply know.